Hello YouTube, this is Moonlight2005, and for once I'm not inside, but I'm actually outside in my backyard. Yes, it's not very much, but it's awesome, and there's enough room for the dogs. Anyway, it's finally time for Charlie's story and how he came to be part of our little family. Yes. Well, just before I start, Charlie is now 10 years old. He just recently had a birthday, the beginning of this month of May, which is almost over. It'll be over tomorrow. Rules. But yeah, just wanted to give him a little happy birthday shout out, which I already did. Hehe. Anyway, so when I first moved here, me and my mom lived in apartments, so we kind of jumped from apartment to apartment for a while, and we lived in this one apartment area called Oak Brook Apartments. Really nice place, great swimming pool. And then I didn't have the dogs back then, but I had a cat named Lucky, and she was a tiger tabby, and she was an ornery pain in the ass. But she was my kitty cat and I loved her, and we shared the same birthday. Anyway, after a while we moved from Oak Brook to Woodlake Village, and kind of a scary apartment complex, but sometimes there were nice people around, as long as you didn't go out after 5. Then the scary people came out. And no offense to those that actually live in the Woodlake Village apartments. I mean, no offense to you. Anyway, finally getting to Charlie's story. Anyway, so we moved out of our apartment. Well, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't an apartment we moved out of. We moved out of the ghetto, pretty much. If you're wondering how we got there, that's a personal story that I don't really want to go into. But anyway, yeah, so we moved out of the ghetto, and we moved in with my boyfriend for a while, and they let us stay there for a day, I think, and then we got our house, and then we got this house here. This is the back of it, but it's pretty cool. And so, after a while, we all get all settled in, and then it comes time for me to beg for a pet. Charlie, wake up! Okay, just making sure you didn't fall asleep on me. Anyway, so, the time came to, beg for a dog, and, originally we were gonna get basset hounds. But then we found, Homeward Bound, which is where Charlie and Jasper came from, and if you can see behind Charlie, there's the big fluffer. Jasper! Jasper! Come here! Come here! Jasper, come here! What are you doing? Aw, you want to be next to your brother. How cute. Such a good boy. Aw. Anyway, back to Charlie. And after some time we went out to Homeward Bound, and that's where we found Mr. Charlie. Now Charlie's story is sadder than Jasper's. And, well, the reason why is because, Charlie was abused. Not abused the way his brother was, but, he was abused far worse, like those ASPCA animals you see in the commercials. Yeah, he was kind of like that. He used to live in Nevada with his owners. Las Vegas! Charlie, I don't like your foot. Charlie! 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 Aw. Charlie, come back. Where you going? Where you going? Aw, you gonna come sit next to me? Aw, you're such a good boy. Such a good boy. Now you can't be next to your brother. Aw. Anyway, yeah, Charlie was abused. The people that used to own him, I'm guessing must have abused the crap out of him since he was a puppy. Because, when we first got him, he was terrified of us. Every time we would raise our hands to pet him, he would flinch away like we were going to hit him. Which, we never do. We never hit the Charlie. No one wants to hurt the Charlie. And we also found out that his owners just left him tied to their neighbor's tree in their yard. So they just ditched him, and when the Homeward Bound people found him, he was skinny, he was underweight. He looked like a greyhound pretty much when they found him. You know, they're all skinny and the skinniness. But yeah, that was Charlie's story. He was also really protective of his tail when we first got him. So we're guessing that his owners used to grab him by his tail and fling him around. And he also has a large fear of water, so we're guessing he's either traumatized by water at a young age, or he's just got some raccoon dog in him. Oh, and he's eating the grass. You got a tummy ache, buddy? Or are you just thinking or are you just pretending you're a pony again? I'm gonna go with you think, no, come back. We're not going back in. We're not going in, boys. It's a nice sunny day. We're gonna chillax on the lawn. Yeah. And, yeah, so Charlie had a lot of trauma, and we had to teach him how to play and act like a real dog. And, for the first few months that we had him, he was as quiet as a mouse. He didn't bark, he didn't growl, and we thought that he had his voice box removed. Or that he was so overly abused that that his owners had it removed. His former owners, not us. But, the first time we heard him bark, we're like, what the hell was that? Was it the neighbor's dog? And then we hear it again, and we all go, and then I go, Mom, that was Charlie. And so we're like just amazed that he that he has a voice box. And now he only uses it whenever my friends or the mailman, or whenever just random people come to our door. Or even if the mail truck just passes by. So he just does what an old dog does. He alerts. He also barks whenever he sees a bird or a squirrel. And there's quite a lot of squirrels around here, so you can imagine what that's like. Thankfully, they're all gone for the day, so I can be outside to record. But anyway, back to Charlie. I'm sorry. Jess was chilling. Don't worry, Charlie. We'll go back inside in a minute, puppy. Let's see, where was I? Abused, flung around by his tail. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, his barking. The first time he barked. But yeah, and after a while, Charlie started, just laying around the house, not really doing anything. He didn't really want to get up and walk. And like I said in Jasper's story, he was showing signs of major depression. And I told my mom that an animal, he used to have a kennel mate back at Homeward Bound. I don't remember her name, but she was gorgeous. So he missed his kennel mate. And Charlie's neutered, so there's no chance of getting awesome puppies from him. Or Jasper. They are both fixed. That's the only way it can work. What's that, puppies? But yeah, Charlie was showing signs of depression. I had to nag and plead with my mother for, I think, either a month or... It was either a few weeks or a month when we finally got Jasper. And we had Charlie for a couple of years before he started freaking out and acting all depressed. I think we had Charlie for 2 years or half a year or something. I don't really remember how long we had him before he started showing signs of depression. But yeah, then we got Jasper. And you all know Jasper's story. And if you don't, I recommend you watch it before you watch this. But yeah. That's pretty much all I can remember from Charlie's story. But it was just really sad. I cried when I heard it. But anyway, now let me tell you about Charlie's personality and what he is made up of, since he is also a mutt. He has lab and retriever in him. He's a Labrador retriever. He's golden lab mixed with some golden retriever. He's awesome. And he's also kind of got a bad limp on his foot, so he's kind of a three-legged dog at the moment. Oh God! Don't tell me Joey's out again. Calm down, Jasper. Charlie, calm down. Oh yeah, they also bark and growl it whenever there's a dog nearby. Jasper, let it go, baby. You're gonna get Charlie started, and then that's gonna get the whole neighborhood started. Our neighborhood is very full of dogs, if you can hear the dog barking behind me, or, you know, over my own voice. Okay, well, I'm just gonna end this off and maybe continue it later. Charlie's a good dog. That's the point of my story. Okay, laters.